The following program is produced by Project Bait and does not reflect the views of this station.
Hi, this is Effe the Clown, and I'm here with another City Clowncil report. How are you today, Mr. Rambeau?
Fine, fine. I'm glad to be here so that we can talk about the issues that are current in choice before our community. I see that you have laid on our table your weapons of mass destruction.
Exactly, and I want everyone to know that Effe the Clown is packing. If I gotta pop a cap, I'm ready. And I also have, instead of my haterade, I had to take it up a level, so I got some water to spray. And I brought one for you too, because I remember one time you told me that you wanted a flower that squirt. Well, you might not want people to be that close to you, so I have this one for you.
You know, it's interesting that you brought these today, because I was reading an article recently on the internet about our city council. It looks as if they're going to be locked and loaded, just like you're loaded as a clown, okay? Except that they are actually going to be, at least the article reports, they actually have their CCW. Now, with clowns, do you have to get CCW for the weapons that you carry?
No. I don't have to do any of that. I just bring it.
You just, all right.
I just bring it. I got it like that, you know? Know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, the council has at least 9 police officers down there at council meetings protecting them, and all of them are locked and loaded as well. Plus, there is the weapons paraphernalia you have to go through down at the first floor.
So why do they need those paid security people when they can just, everybody had their own weapon with them? They wouldn't need that 9-member security team. That would cut the budget. Right?
Well, of course, it would be helpful if some of those 9 were out in the community, okay?
That's true.
Because, of course, the mayor has his contingency as well. Now, I've always maintained that until the city council really comes out into the community, that is, meets in the community, instead of having all their meetings downtown at City Hall, where they seem to have, except on rare occasions, people would be more friendly and receptive to them. And then the other part of that is, the extension of that is they ought to ride the bus with me. You know, they really should, because, you know, if people see you on a regular basis,
yes,
you know, they'll be more friendly, they'll recognize you, and, you know, you wouldn't need all those guns. But especially if they were in the community.
Right. Well, you know, they just said there's going to be more police released in the community, so maybe that's why they feel a need to keep it in-house.
Well, you know, when you speak about that in packing weapons, you know, in 2008, it was reported that we had 375 murders in Detroit.
Right.
And then in this year, in 2009, the projection is we'll have another 375. And then in 07, we had 392. So the police chief says that he has a closure rate of 30%, but the conviction rate, that is, of murders, only is 15%. So that means
doing a good job.
It just simply means that there's 600 to 900 murderers walking the streets of Detroit today.
Wow. Well, maybe he is doing a good job, but maybe there's a glitch in the system. Maybe I better get a real weapon in. I should take my CCW class and get a real one.
Well, you would be imitating a long list of officials if that is the case. You know, in the old days, Judge Jimmy Del Rio.
I knew.
If you remember Jimmy Del Rio,
I knew him personally.
He carried a gun while he was on the bench. Oh yeah. So you know.
Well, maybe that's where I got it from, since I knew
Jimmy Del Rio, and he's carrying on the tradition now. So, you know, there's a lot of violence in the community. But if the council was on the bus and in the community, if the mayor was on the bus and in the community, if the police were on the bus and in the community.
Right, because they stopped the state police monitoring the buses, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, and then, but what would the mayor do with his car and his driver and all the council people and their drivers?
Well, only the council president, now I understand he has a driver. Well, they wouldn't need him. You see, they'd be on the bus.
Right.
And you know, the police commander who was recently arrested theoretically for drunk driving under the influence.
Well, he doesn't need to drive anyway, does he?
Yeah, absolutely right. He should have been on the bus. On the bus.
He could be as drunk as he wanted to be, and it didn't matter.
Well, it wouldn't matter in terms of his driving. He wouldn't have had a wreck with a city-owned car. So that I would certainly suggest, in terms of now and in the future, that all those city-owned cars go back.
Yes.
And that what the mayor and the council and the police and the police commanders should do is that they should ride the bus with all the rest of us.
And I bet the mayor wouldn't want to cut the bus service as much as he wanted to in the past.
Hey, you got it.
Yes. Well, this has been another edition of the City Clowncil Report, and we're looking forward to seeing you real soon. Bye-bye.
Little Rock Baptist Church is the going church for the coming Christ. You want to find out more about services which are held every Sunday at 11 a.m.? Call 313-872-2900.
Hi, I'm here from All Home Improvement to solve your repair needs. For an estimate, call area code 313-896-3603. Again, area code 313-896-3603.
Customer receipts, payroll, inventory, mailing label, tax reports. I've got computers, but my business still isn't organized. What can I do? You need the Office Assistant billing and bookkeeping software. Bring your business into the 21st century. Call Electronic Services 313-341-1821. That's 313-341-1821.
The preceding program was produced by Project Bait and does not reflect the views of this station.